with Kazi. Always great to hear from him. Now, up next is a game between Team BDS and G2 Esports. But before we get into that, I wanted to talk a little bit about Cinkrof, a player who to many of you is probably quite new, but is actually a veteran of the scene that's been competing for a long time. Starting back in 2016, Cinkrof competed in the Challenger Series qualifiers with Chev 6 in an attempt to join the Challenger Series, which back then was your gateway into the European LCS. After failing to qualify, he competed in the early iterations of the LVP, where he found a decent amount of success, earning MVP in his first season and then winning the next. This drew the attention of a lot of teams and gave him an opportunity to join a legendary organization, Origen. Now, in 2017, Origen was one of the biggest losing streaks that Europe has ever seen. They needed to do something different, so why not get a talented young player to shake things up? Origen had a match score of 2-18 when Cinkrof joined, with no series wins. Unfortunately, the outcome did not change as the team went 0-8 after his arrival, ending the season 0-13. Following Origen, the young jungler found himself jumping from team to team looking for a new home and to one day return to the top level of competition. Towards the end of 2017 and throughout 2018, he was a part of the LVP, the Spanish ERL. In 2019, he joined Devils 1 in the Polish Ultraliga, winning an MVP and domestic title and making a quarterfinals appearance at EU Masters. In 2019, he was a part of the Prime League, the German ERL, where his success was cut short and ultimately a difficult year. Then in 2021, he found himself in the LFL powerhouse Carmine Corp, the most successful ERL team to date with back-to-back EU Masters victories. This is a player that has been competing since 2016. From team to team, from highs to lows, this individual has worked his way through almost every regional league to earn a spot back here in the LEC. And now, flanked by teammates from his days in the LFL, he's looking to make sure people notice him, and to his credit, his return to the LEC has been an impressive one. His Week 3 performance in particular was quite a standout, really helping BDS bounce back after what was a difficult start to the split.
And I think it's an incredibly impressive story because so many players falling out of Challenger Series, falling out of LEC, would give up on their careers, would step away, or may never see that chance again. But this is a man who, anything else we can say about him, has tenacity. He has stuck it out. And I think it's such a cool story, again, because he has been one of the stronger points of a BDS roster that has had a little bit of ups and downs so far this season. And frankly, I'm just excited to see what he can do in this matchup.
For sure, because even in this split so far, he's not been a quiet player. He's actually been very loud. He's been in your face. He's been trying to get onto the map and make things work. And I really appreciate that mindset to show that he still has something to prove. He's still got gas left in the tank. He can go that step further.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think defining so much of BDS's early game when we look at how active he has been around the map.
And you then contrast that to how he then goes up against Jankos, right? The fact that you have two of these junglers that are so aggressive in terms of their early game, the way in which they work with their early game jungler. You're having a look back at some of the early plays that Cinkrof was able to make. This is a very distinct feature and something that we're going to be keeping an eye on throughout this game between the two Polish junglers, just because their identity is very much using that mid-jungle duo with support intervention to find early leads and make stuff happen on the map.
Absolutely, and I think for G2, we've seen that manifest in the game that they played last week with the Jarvan and the Rise, how quickly they could snowball a lead, even if ultimately that match was a bit of a disaster, let's be honest, they did get the dub. But here, I think also, Cinkrof and Nuclearant's success feel like they are tied together. When Cinkrof does well, Nuclearant also does super well. That said, gotta talk about the opposite side of the matchup, because these guys, fresh